Welcome to Hope, heartful outreach, positive encouragement. On this channel, we discuss real-life issues from a Christ follower's perspective. How can we improve our family lives, get out of debt, leave an inheritance to our loved ones, and use our talents to make an impact on our communities? Stay tuned for guest speakers who will share tips and resources to help you with these and other topics. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And now, let's join today's guest speaker.
Hi, welcome back. This is Bev Rivers. For those, many of you already know me, but if you're new here, I am an author, singer, and voice coach, and I write inspirational songs and books. But I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about time and legacy. Time and legacy has been on my mind. As you know, you're watching this in February, and a whole month of 2023 has already gone by. Time just doesn't wait for you. It just does not. And many of us have lost some loved ones already in the first part of this year. So time and legacy has been a big neon sign in my mind. How about you? Have you been thinking about time and legacy also? I've kind of ended up hearing it from different persons have been speaking it out. So I think it is the topic of the day. So I want to share with you some thoughts about time and legacy. Very quickly though, I just want to say thank you to some people. Thank you to Mother Flowers, who invited me to be a part of the Martin Luther King celebration last month. I really enjoyed that. I played and sang my version of Amazing Grace. And also I sang Go Down Moses. Wow, that's an old Negro spiritual. So I will perform those on my other channel, my Beverly Rivers channel, which I'll leave a link below if you want to just hear me do some more singing. But I just want to thank Mother Flowers for that invite. And also I want to thank Corey Henderson, who is now moving on to other things. Thank you, Corey, for what you've done last year to help us launch this podcast, VCast. What do you call these things? Anyway, this video. Thank you for helping us get it going. And also I want to thank my team, because I have an amazing behind the scenes team. They kind of coach me and push me toward doing things a little bit better, a little bit more efficiently. Thank you, everybody. So now listen, I want to talk to you about time and legacy. And I have 7 things to just kind of put it on your mind, make you think about ways to make your legacy launch in 2023. So the first one is one you've heard many, many times. Put God first, right? How many times have you heard that? Put God first. But what does that mean? What does it mean to put God first? That means that before you even begin to sit down and say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to go here, I'm going to go there, the first thing is to acknowledge that all of our gifts and talents come from on high. They come from God Himself. He is the maker of everything. He is the creator of us, and He knows where we fit the best. He knows what His plan and purpose is for our lives. So basically, we need to go to God first and say, thank you, God. Thank you for creating me. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for giving me these gifts and talents. Help me to use them in a way that is edifying and that praises your name and brings glory to you. Put God first. That's number 1. Number 2, settle this question in your mind. Why am I here? I don't think a lot of people spend enough time on that question. Why am I here? Why am I on this planet? Why did God create me? We need to get a personal vision for our lives. Life is difficult, as you know, at best down here. There's so many things, so many challenges that go on in life. But when we take the time to say, you know, God, I am putting you first. Now I want to know, what is your vision and purpose for my life? Help me to write that vision down and make it plain and be able to share it with others. Help me to stay in my lane, stay in the will that you have for me, so that my efforts can be blessed. So that's number 2. Settle that question in your mind. Why am I here? What is my vision? What does God want me to do with all these gifts and talents? And write it down, and then you can move forward, because now you have a plan. Now you have some goals that are set. Number 3, get up and get going. Now this is important because, you know, we can sit around and dream all day long. Oh, I want to be a singer. Oh, I want to be a writer. Oh, I want to be an entrepreneur and have my own business. Oh, I'm starting to sound like one of those characters in Coming to America. You remember the girl that sat across the table from the prince, and she was like, yes, I want to write my own songs, and I want to do this, and I want to do that, and yes, I want to produce my own songs. Yeah, sometimes we can sound like that, but if we don't put some wheels behind what we are dreaming about and asking God to do in our lives, and it's gonna go nowhere. So we have to get up and we have to get to it, get going. Now, what does that look like? Well, you know, if we really want to sing, let's just use that as an example, because this is not just for singers and musicians. This is for everyone who has a dream and a goal for their life. But let's talk about singing, because I know that part. If you want to sing, if you want to be a singer, what have you done to like hone your gift? Have you taken some voice lessons? Have you had anyone evaluate your voice and help you to figure out the best place to use your gift and talent? Have you sung anywhere? Have you volunteered anywhere? Have you sung the national anthem at a park, at a game, at school? Have you joined a choir? I mean, what wheels have you put behind that dream? We have to put some wheels behind that dream, otherwise it's fluff. It's like that lady again sitting across the table talking about, I want to do this and I want to do that. Yeah, but we have to put some wheels behind it. So we have to get up and we have to get going, and we have to do some things to train ourselves. And let me just say this, don't just use your raw natural talent and never try to take it up a level. We have to take it up a level. Watch some videos. Listen to some other people. Ask some people who have gone before you, who have done what you want to do, to coach you or to give you some tips and ideas. So number 3 is get up and do something. You know, get going. Number 4 is honor your time. Honor your time. I'm going to add to that, honor your time and your money. And I'll tell you why I said that. Because first of all, honor your time. You know, we spend a lot of time doing a lot of stuff in a day, okay? And we only have 24 hours to spend that day. But what are you doing with that time? Are you watching TV? Are you surfing the internet? Are you watching TikTok? Are you watching videos? Are you just filling your time with nonsense? Are you just recreating yourself? Or are you doing something toward your legacy and your vision? By the way, legacy is not just for old people like me. I mean, I've been thinking about legacy because God has blessed me so much to do so many things in my life. And as I get to be older, I start to think about, what is my imprint on the world? What is the message that I want to leave with the world when I'm no longer here? What's my thumbprint? What is it? And I challenge all of you to ask yourself, what is my thumbprint? What is my gift to the world? How will I be known now and later when I'm no longer here? It's a good question to ask oneself. And I think that we all need to ask this, not just older people, but young people. There are many young people who are no longer with us today. So time waits for no one. And age is not the question. It's what you're doing with your time. Now, I saw this video the other day of a lot of young people standing in line to buy tennis shoes. And I was like, you know, I was surfing and I came across that. And I was like, well, what is this about? They were standing in line to buy these brand new Nike tennis shoes. And one guy said he had been there for 3 days, camped out on the sidewalk, waiting for the doors to open, so that he could be the first one to get a pair of the white shoes, because those run out the fastest. And I thought to myself, is that a good use of your time? I mean, at the end of the day, you're going to spend your $630, which is how much they cost, by the way, and walk away with your precious white tennis shoes and what? Go walking in them, jogging in? I mean, it's like, what? For that same $630, if you had a dream to be a singer, or if you had a dream to be even a real estate agent, you could have used that $630 to take your real estate courses and maybe even your state exam, and gotten yourself set up to do some business. The way we spend time and money is so very important. And at the end of the day, at the end of our lives, we have no one else to blame if we did not reach our goals, because we did not spend our time wisely. We did not honor the time God gave to us. So I want you to consider that. Now, I'm not just going to pick on the young people. I want to talk to the elders too, people my age and older. Listen, I don't want to hear it when you say, oh, well, I'm old now. I'm too old to take voice lessons. I'm too old to start a business. I'm just too old to learn how to play an instrument. That is nonsense, okay? Because as long as you have breath in your body and you have energy to get up and move, you still have time. God has given you time. And I'm going to tell you who gives you no excuses. A lot of these senior citizens who become world renowned, because they started a business late in life. The first one that comes to my mind is Colonel Sanders. He started KFC. It wasn't even called KFC, of course. It was called Kentucky Fried Chicken. You remember that? Kentucky Fried Chicken. If you want Kentucky Fried Chicken, you have to visit me. Do you remember that? You probably don't. See how that's how old it is. But Kentucky Fried Chicken was way back there. Colonel Sanders was in his late 50s or early 60s when he started that business. And now KFC is a household word. It's all around the world. Those letters, KFC, no one has to even tell you what that is. You hear KFC, you think chicken. So for you senior citizens who are making excuses for not getting up, and you're sitting around, playing dominoes and bingo, but you still have a good, clear mind, and you had a vision and you didn't go for it, that is going to be no one else's excuse. That is going to be no one else's fault, but yours. You have to get up and make it happen. You have to go to God and say, God, give me vision, give me energy. I want to do this for you. And it can get done. It's up to you. It's up to you. Get up, get going, do it. Honor your time. All right, so now, number 5, stay focused. Now, it is so much of a challenge to stay focused in our world today. So many things are pulling at your attention, the sounds, the noise, the people, everything is pulling at your time. If you're at home now, you probably, if you have children, it's like the baby crying will distract you. The phone ringing will distract you. The ting on your cell phone that tells you have a notification, that will distract you. Someone ringing the doorbell, knocking on your door, that will distract you. There's so many things that are distracting in our world today. But some of those distractions can be minimized or even cut out altogether. The first one that comes to mind is TV. You do not need TV. Watching TV is a choice. So you want to watch TV, it's okay. I'm not trying to be extreme here, but if you want to spend your time wisely, if you want to get up and get going, if you want to honor your time, you must stay focused on what it is you are here to do. And here's a way that helps me stay focused. I have a big calendar. It's not in this room, but it's on the kitchen. And basically, I put on that calendar, I write down the things that I want to accomplish in the week. And when I accomplish those things, I give myself a check mark. That's like a little pat on the back. You did that. And every day when I wake up, I think about what do I need to do today? What do I need to do? Not just want, but what do I need to do? And I try to make sure I get those things done. At the end of the day, I evaluate myself. What did I do today? Okay, all right, so I mailed that package that I needed to mail. Okay, I worked on that song I needed to work on. Okay, I recorded that video I needed to record. I called this person, that person, that person that I need. You need to like give yourself a to-do list and check those things off so you can stay focused. Because otherwise, all day long, you'll just be chasing rabbits. A noise will, oh, over here, over there. And I tell you something, that the biggest distractor is the internet and all the little things that pop up every time. I will get on my email. I'll get on the internet and I'll say, I need to check my email. Do you know what? Oftentimes I get on there and all these things pop up. Ah, this is on sale. Ah, you were on this site and this and that. And it's like, oh, let me click and check that. Oh, let me click and check that. And then the next thing you know, 20 minutes has gone by and you have not checked your email yet. That happens to me quite a lot. And I have to like say out loud, I'm going to check my email. I'm going to check my email. I have to stay focused. I'm just going to check my email. I don't know if that happens to you, but it happens to me a lot. And I have to like stay focused so that I don't waste time. Another thing is TikTok. TikTok is hecka funny. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest. It's funny, and I don't intentionally go to TikTok. I'll open the YouTube to check something else, and TikTok will pop up and some video, and it's like, you know. And if you don't watch yourself, you'll sit there and go from one TikTok to another one, to another one, to another, and just sit there laughing. It's very entertaining, and it's done like that on purpose. But it will distract you from what you are there to do. It is very distracting, and it's hard to stay focused when you're on the internet. So give yourself some help. Write some lists down, you know, make sure you can go back to what was I doing? Oh yeah, that's what I was working on. All right, and then number 6, refuse to fail. Refuse to fail. You know, just like this blog, okay, this is out of my element doing this blog. But I really believe in it because I believe that since we can't always go out into the community to help people, that maybe we can, since everyone's on the internet anyway, maybe we can have something where people can come on the internet and this can be the community that helps each other here. I really believe in it. I really believe in it. So I refuse to fail, even when things kind of go a little wrong and things don't work out exactly the way I plan. When things don't work the way I plan, I have to stop myself and go back to number 1, go back to God and say, okay, Lord, this is not going the way I thought, and I need some help to get back on track. I need some help to tweak it, to make it better. Help me, God, you know. And a lot of times people think that when you fall down, it's failure. But falling is not failure. Falling is the way we learn to do better. So if in your journey toward your legacy, you fall or you don't get things just right, hey, go to God, get some clarity, get back on track, get up and get moving again. You know, don't give up. You know, if God is in your plan, if your plan started with God's plan, with God speaking into your life, you can't fail. The only way you will fail is if you quit. Think about that. Okay, so then number 7, rest and repeat. Rest and repeat. You know, it's like rest is kind of like a bad word when it comes to people who like to do things. It's like, I don't want to rest. I want to get this done. I have to do this. I got to do this now. And you get so wound up in working towards your vision and, you know, working on your music, and you're up till 2 and 3 in the morning every single night. Or I mean, you can work, but you need to rest. Your mind needs to rest. Your body needs to rest. And we need to understand why God created a Sabbath. He created a Sabbath so we could just debrief, okay? Pull back and consider what you've done thus far. You know, give yourselves a few thumbs up, like, hey, did pretty good right there. And give God some praise once again, like, thank you, God, for helping me get through this week and helping me to get these things done. So we have to rest. We have to rest. Because if you don't rest, your mind will not be clear. You won't be able to see the problems that you need to work on. And you won't be able to remove some things from your life that don't need to be there. It's like you will just be going, and running yourself out. So rest. That's what God did when He created the world. He rested on the 7th day and He said, and look, this looks good. We need to do that. That's the example He set for us. And we need to rest also. So that's what I wanted to share today. I hope some of those tips helped you. And I hope that you will get busy building your legacy. Don't make excuses. Go for it. Go do it. All right. And if I can help you in any way, I'm here. As I said, I'm a vocal coach, so I'm here to help you with that if you need help. Also, we have a artist group. It is a singer, writer, musicians forum. And it's on Meetup. And I'll put the link in the description box. You're welcome to join us. We meet every other Thursday night at 8 p.m. and we do it kind of late because a lot of people work during the week, so you know they can't get there in time. So 8 o'clock we get together for an hour and a half. We kind of share some songs we're working on for those who want to do that. We share some testimonies who wants to do that. We encourage each other, and we need to encourage each other toward our legacy. So if you'd like to join us, look at the link in the description box. Click on it. It's a free group. It's sponsored by BCPA. So join us and we'll see you there. So that's all I have for you today. Have a wonderful day. Be blessed. And make sure you come back for the next speaker. Another wonderful guest will be showing up here very soon. Have a great day.